Welcome back, everyone. It's Team Trifecta round 2 for
I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. So we had just left off on first day. A lot of stuff happened.
We fell in love with someone we met that day with a very nice accent.
I'm excited to see what's in store for us next after we wake up. So let's hop right into it.
Let's go.
You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about your encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop.
Yes.
Aww. Like him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him.
Hold up. This is a little kid. She's in college.
He's also in college.
Yeah, he's also in college. I don't think he's little. He's
I think he's a kid.
no,
Uh,
he looks like a kid, but I don't think he would be in college if he wasn't.
I'm not sure. Miriam.
Sorry about that. We got to talking after class, and he's actually like a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3?
Yeehaw.
Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool.
It was
But
cowboy.
Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
Oh, yeah, you're totally taking it slow.
Okay.
You're in Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Doubting us.
Ha ha ha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Oh, no.
Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens where I was wandering. But
Botanical.
botanical, I can't speak.
This can't be good.
There's no English classes at this school.
Yeah,
school. I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry.
It's
only learned
okay.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices.
She's not the brightest.
Oh my gosh. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Red flag.
Red flag. Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and I brought them home.
Oh dear Lord. This is where she's
no.
so Daisy.
He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
Well, I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, So we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Do you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie?
I mean,
Don't tell.
yeah, she kind of made fun of the whole idea of Caesarea being with the colonel, so why should we tell her?
Yeah.
Make up a fake ingredient.
You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh, that's cute. That's like actually falling from the tree.
Yeah.
It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school.
Run to him. Let's be stupid and run to him.
Yeah. Dramatic. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him.
Like Baywatch.
Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of a stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movements surprise the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face.
Oh, I was hoping that was going to happen.
Mistake.
You were hoping that was
Yeah.
gonna happen.
The force of the blow completely knocked you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision.
Ooh, Caesarea. I am here to deliver you a massage. Not a massage, a massage.
Not this guy.
It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. You have been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times.
Is this Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice. Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is.
Curse
And that name is...
But before he can continue, you suddenly awake.
Aw, jeez.
You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his naturally seasoned musk?
Compliment the horse. It's too soon for our
It's too
kiss.
soon for kisses. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who is in the wrong here. Us.
Yeah,
Definitely
You never
us.
run up to a horse.
Never. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face.
Oh. Great. Oh, hearts. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
I love how he doesn't ask how you're doing.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. She's got a big horseshoe bruise on her face. I just want to make this clear. She has a concussion. There's no way.
She does not need to sleep.
She gone. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Ooh.
Um,
Tell them off,
let's
or
try-
try to get a closer look.
Let's try to get a closer look.
Okay. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
Evil.
That's what I thought of.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster.
Oh, the Council of Chickens.
That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep. Beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
Hey, leave the baby alone.
He's crying.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Bzzz. Womp.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Oh. Womp. Womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. We're... Bzzzt.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Oh.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders.
Jesus
crazy.
Christ. I'm so
face.
sorry. Her face. I'm terrified.
Yeah. Protect me,
That's
Colonel
psychotic.
Sanders. Oh my gosh.
Continue.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These girls keep interrupting my lines. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them.
Why the heck are her eyes so tiny? I don't like that. I'm scared.
Yeah, me too.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely you must know that this is a ruse. Right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves.
Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations. I think that's the word to focus on. That's another one of my words I'm supposed to use today. Got from a napkin.
Napkin. Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired.
Oh, look
Good
at him.
boy!
miss
I
my
love how
dog.
in day one he told that one student that tardiness is unacceptable.
Can we name that student?
Larry.
Can we do that, Larry? Because it seems like we're never gonna know his name.
Yeah,
Yep,
Ghost
Larry.
of Student is just a mouthful. We'll call him Larry.
Larry's a good name.
Lair.
Oh, I didn't
Oh, I'm sorry. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Oh. Sprinkle stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's a scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Oh, he's a good boy.
Down, boy. Down. Orthopian.
What?
I think it's Auftoppen. It's like a German word.
Phobia.
Auftoppen.
I'm illiterate. I come from Kentucky. What do I know about German stuff?
That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
It's okay, good boy. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken,
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do.
which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
The Council of Chickens.
That's where he was born.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Sazoia? Dang it! It's coming back! Well, Sazoia?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample?
Pepper,
Yeah,
pepper,
let's go pepper.
pepper.
Bold. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away.
Sorry.
However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
Larry.
My friend. Ooh.
This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must...
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh, man.
You come to and find
Larry.
everyone is staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
Didn't want to
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive. Oh, dang it!
Yeah, time competitive program.
Van Van, stop stealing my line!
Actually, you talk too much. Maybe I wanted to say something.
Van Van just wants to be the star of the show.
The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Do we demand they stop wasting everyone's time or step up?
You're on.
Alright. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle. Ooh, hot. Yeehaw. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Zoia. So Zoia.
Is
whatever
gumption
your
the
name
same
is.
as gumbo? I could go for some gumbo.
Let's go to Louisiana and get some gumbo. I'll be watching your performance while I gaze into the stars.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Oh god.
I hate when
I
things
hate
are
timers.
timed.
I'm scared. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
So I'm gonna make a sign that says timer ready, and that's how I'm gonna wake Zoe up every morning.
It scared me.
Don't.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
Good boy! I stand corrected.
The hallway builds solidly a foundation.
You
of
didn't take
confidence
English classes,
that
it's
cannot-
okay.
That cannot be swept away.
Says, oh yeah, quit taking my line.
Says Zoia, stop being English correct, grammatically correct.
English
Syntax correct, whatever the word is. And that's an original quote by me, not spoken very well. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory or not. I don't really care.
He's just here for the chicken.
Fact.
The council of chickens.
The council
Chickens.
of chickens.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine.
Ugh.
I will defeat you myself.
Face!
I don't appreciate it. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes.
We're making potatoes again?
Potatoes.
Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at?
100 degrees Celsius.
Celsius. That's right. But how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that?
Hurts.
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
I will, Sprinkles. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea.
11.
11.
The even number, he thought.
Fun fact, KFC's official Twitter only follows 11 people, and it's like 7
Girls.
herbs and the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Aw.
Intensifies.
Good boy. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor?
Gratitude.
That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a good time to harness it.
Small
Where does it come
town
from?
where big dreams are born.
The Colonel's coming in.
The Colonel. That's right. This is your shot and you're not going to miss it.
Awoo!
So cute. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, says Zoya.
He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing.
Oh no.
Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders.
Get your head in
How many
the air.
spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian... Oh, Sprinkles. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right?
Head in game. You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question.
Really?
What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits?
Woof, woof.
You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch.
Were.
You might not have any hands, but Suzoya does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. That's what my pappy used to tell me. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Suzoya, no!
But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match.
Why didn't you just turn it off?
Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
Yes, Zoe, why don't you just turn it off? What you often find is that easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You can't simply go on.
He's crying for us.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Suzoe's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared? Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert.
Disgusting.
Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was gonna ask Zoya to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit. Darn it. Is it, Ashley?
Darn it!
Darn. Oh, you. Why do you do that so well?
As he places the sauce-covered finger onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache.
Internalize the rage.
Yeah. Don't get between that. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Oh, Lord. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just you. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean that you're a failure. I meant not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. Or try to at least.
I failed math. I failed English.
If Zoe doesn't shut up, she's about to get kicked out the fort.
I failed science 4 times. I only passed chicken science.
Anyways, I wasn't always the man you see before you. I promise I'm a lot smarter than my colleagues make me out to be. Before I enrolled in culinary school, because there was a time before this, and before I was incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, I think, but I failed as an obstetrician.
Is he tearing up talking about the things he's failed at?
Yes, I am. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule herder. They're a lot more stubborn than you think they would be. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel, vile. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
Jeez.
It was very dark.
He hasn't even set up his business yet. What business was this? Is he in the mafia?
You see, I signed up for war when I was 3 years old. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. I felt bad for my cousin. He survived. For a while, anyhow.
Jeez. I didn't know.
Neither did I, but people see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard somewhat, and assume that I have got it all together, which is true now. I hope so, at least. I put a lot of money into the school, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something for my grandmammy. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give, even though I didn't have most of that.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's not something that I discovered in a cookbook or anything. It's something that has a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and overtake it and make up for my past misdeeds, O Council of Chickens.
I will become Chicken Disney.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's a spork monster. Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you,
Aww.
and I apologize. Tears in all his eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's
say.
why I said, aw.
I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Does he have shoulders? Monster problems, am I right?
I mean, he's got mass
Aw.
shoulders.
Thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that. Oh my gosh.
Hey, those are my marbles.
I know that you're strong.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. It's hard to
Do the hand signs. That's the way you can do it.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kid with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book.
Not the Council of Chickens.
No! I refuse to believe they're evil.
Precisely! I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it!
Also, please do not put me on r/incels, even though I sound like an r/incel.
What?
It's a Reddit joke. I'm sorry. I had to make
You're
it.
a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile.
What monster are you talking about?
If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. I will always be there, and I will go into another monologue. Okay, so
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. So Zoya, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Ooh! A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find
The
out.
chicken bucket.
Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you
Must
start to
have
feel a special bond with him.
is it like the giant shoe, like the nursery rhyme? But
Oh, absolutely.
he uses
It's a
giant chicken
bucket.
bucket.
It looks like
Yay.
you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining, even though my brain cannot have that much capacity. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. I mean, I did share with you my secret ingredient or one of them, so I mean...
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy. Or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you?
Reveal.
Obviously. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw.
Yes. I love the coleslaw mixed with the mashed potatoes, with a little scooping it up with chicken.
I've never mixed coleslaw and mashed
That's
potatoes.
how I eat it from KFC.
Yeah, I mix it together and then I'll pull the chicken off with my fork and I'll dip it in it. It actually tastes really good. My
Okay.
dad makes fun of me, but
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
It's because he doesn't know English. I'm dead. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'm a little hungry, you know. I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later, you know, not really eat it, and think back on this moment, even though
He's
it might go
tearing
away.
up about coleslaw. We love it. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable, but not too comfortable. I'll be back in just a momento.
You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping.
Snoop
Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel.
Let's
Wait,
go this
is that the original chicken council leader?
It
Ooh,
is.
yes.
That's gotta be the one that signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
Yes, he is the founder.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky."
Exactly. The true for Council of Chicken.
They don't teach it in history. But chickens really were the
Creators of the United States.
They don't click for nothing.
Universe. Okay, the lake?
Yeah.
You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Larry pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now.
It's Larry, we know this. Can't you see him in the middle of something? You open the window crack, and the ghost of Larry is swept out with a breeze.
No.
What about the urn? What's that about?
You take
Well,
a closer
obviously
look at the large
something
urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription.
Is it his business partner?
It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." I mean, his business partner died in a
Yeah, I mean,
shootout.
he took a rip, so, I mean...
So,
He took a big F in the chat.
poor guy. Let's see what the card is about. It's a comb. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver.
Please don't take the hair.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Closet
thought it
opened
was
up.
a debit card. I was like, let's take his money.
Take
His
his ID.
Make bank.
Is that like a... Oh.
A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Into yeehaw.
And I've smelled that a couple
Is that
times
a
in my life.
safe?
Ooh.
This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders?
11.
Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style?
Wait. I have to read it. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Sashimi.
Ooh, a baby picture?
He's supposed to...
An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right?
Oh, so inspired. Did Wendy's write that?
Good question. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. And it could be his dad? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices?
Yes, it's the dust of... What was that kid's name? The Tutankhamun or something?
One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is.
Oh.
The closet?
I think that's the
Yeah.
last thing. Oh.
You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in a scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out. It's very hard to get in the first place. Plus, I don't have many friends. But I must say, it does look good on you. Wink, wink.
Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off.
Tell the truth.
Yeah,
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I'll be honest. You confess. I think I've
Ooh.
developed
Yeehaw.
feelings for you.
I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. I failed too many times.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, Sazoia.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber.
Ooh.
Dream sequence! Alright, so, end of day 2.
That's
Yeah.
the end of day 2. Things got a little heated with the Colonel himself.
A little bit 11 herbs and spicy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That is the
Kentucky
worst
knows how
joke
to
I've
do it.
ever made.
But yeah, so this is the end of our second episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I know we're having way too much fun recording this
Yes.
and reading this and doing all the voices. So if you're watching all this, you get to move on to the third one. If you're waiting with us, then you don't. Sorry. Sucks to be you guys. But we're going to have the third one going up at some point. We're really excited to see how this ends, if we get through it.
If there's anything we could potentially do after the ending, we might make a bonus episode. All kind of depends on
How
where
this
this goes.
gameplay is.
But this has been Team Trifecta. We really hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. Comment below anything that you thought or any comments you want to make about something we probably got wrong in the playthrough, because I'm sure we did.
Please be nice.
Hit the notification bell to know when we upload episode 3 or any other content relating to this game.
Let us know if there's anything you are looking forward to or want us to do.
Please leave recommendations. We're always looking for games to play, preferably free or
Free.
cheap.
We are very
Yeah.
broke college kids. I know a lot of you can relate.
Very poor.
Yeah, we're open to mostly everything if it's free or cheap.
Mostly,
Mostly.
everything. Not everything.
Mostly.
We're open to hearing your ideas.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm Sarah.
I'm Zoe.
I'm Mia.
This has been Team Trifecta. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.